Good evening. This is Bearlinda Brown bringing you our consumer portion of News Channel 2. Last night, we had the opportunity to interview the valedictorian at Hamburger University in our community. Lynx is a 22-year-old graduate who recently studied the art of bun making. He explained to us how he was offered a job where he had the opportunity to sell all type of gourmet buns to restaurants, supermarkets, and diners by a major bakery of breads and packaged sweets from the convenience of his home. In other words, he had an ideal work-at-home job. He explained how excited he was to have the opportunity, but there was one catch. He had to purchase his own computer. He explained to us how he didn't know much about computers, but felt that he could swing it. He knew that the local retailer in our community had great deals on computers all the time, and they seemed to have prices that were well within reach of what he could afford. He also explained how he visited the local retailer and told the salesman that he only needed the computer because all he needed was access to the internet. He declined the additional security package offered because during the purchase, he found out that there was built-in security. With his limited budget, he decided that there was no need to purchase extra stuff, including setting up the PC, when he got home. He felt he could do it on his own. Link showed so much excitement in his voice as he was describing how he set up the computer based on the vendor-provided diagram. He stated, it said, plugging cable A into the connection onto the back of the computer. Then there was a statement he said that directed him to connect the Ethernet cable labeled cable B, followed by directions for him to connect it to the other end of the cable into the internet connection into his house. As the diagram was very easy to follow, he said, wow, it was a breeze. Finally, it provided him directions on how to connect the electric cable into the wall outlet. He then turned on the computer and received the welcome screen. Boy, he said, it was a breeze again. He followed the directions on the screen as it was displayed, not really reading anything, but selecting all the default answers that were provided. He opted out of the 3-month trial of the additional security package because he didn't have a credit card that was required to set up the account. Besides, he was told that the computer had security built in. Before he knew it, he was on the World Wide Web. He had already had an email account, so he said, He logged in, viewed some emails, addressed some emails to some friends, and he went to bed. He felt he was ready to begin his new job. That night, he left his computer on and he went to sleep. In the morning, he got up and he was ready to start work from home doing his new job. But lo and behold, as he got closer to the room that had his computer, he heard some strange noise coming from it. To his surprise, the new computer had a message that said, "You have been hacked." As the story goes, the built-in security features are not enough to protect you from hackers. You see, when you purchase a PC, security is only as good as the day it was prepared by the vendor. Ironically, every day new malicious items are created. Vendors can't keep up fast enough with them. It is important for a consumer to know this, but vendors don't clearly provide the details. Would you buy a car that won't start? Probably not. So why purchase a PC that has flaws in it? Vendors should actually automatically provide lifelong security updates, just like the vendors who provide lifelong map updates to a GPS, which is available on some models and built into the cost. Wouldn't this be a great feature for a purchaser of a computer